What it do, y'all? It's that boy Bread Tuck Rob, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Week 4, Houston Texans versus the Buffalo Bills. Y'all gotta excuse me. I was losing my voice a little bit. I was at the game. No, I did not have this jersey on because, as you can see, it looks horrible. I need to get my new jersey, but the price is just a little too high for me right now. So I'm gonna chill. But I got a whole bunch of Nike shirts and old Reebok shirts that I wear, and they still look good. Let's talk about this game, man. First quarter and everything, things offensively. Things were stale. There were a lot of 3 and outs as far as us on offense, man. The running game, Foster was back, but the running game wasn't really doing much of anything. And it just seemed like Fitzpatrick couldn't get that rock to Andre Johnson, couldn't get that rock to DeAndre Hopkins, man. But it for a second, to me, it was looking a little bleak, man. The Bills got on the scoreboard with 3 at first, I want to say, or something like that. Then they hit that boy Watkins for another 6 points in the end zone, got a field goal. So they was up. Were they up like 10? I want to say they were up 10 to nothing or 10-3 at one point. I forget, man. It was somewhere in there like that. But I just feel like, on defense, we were having a little trouble with the run. Not as bad as last week, but we were looking okay, man. I forget if it was Fred Jackson or Spiller that was running that ball on us a little bit, man. But E.J. Emanuel, I want to say we pretty much kind of had him contained for a lot of the game, but we were looking good, man. And then I want to say, J.J. Watt was all over the field, man. Those 2 penalties, those two roughing the passer penalties that they called on him was malarkey, man. That was trash, man. This is football, man. It was to where E.J. Manuel would have just let the ball go, and J.J. Watt would hit him. Well, you can't hit the quarterback below the knees. I guess whatever. That's the rules, man. But anyway, somewhere in the second quarter, Fitzpatrick, man, he finds DeAndre Hopkins in the end zone for the touchdown. And that's one thing I like about Fitzpatrick, man. He may not be the greatest quarterback in the world, but there's a couple things I know for sure. If that pocket breaks down, that boy going to tuck the ball and he going to get you a first down. And if he's throwing interceptions all game, it's like he forgets that. The next play, he forgets that. Did I really just throw an interception? I don't remember. I'm going to put that ball in the air anyway. Because, not to just be all over the place, but I know we had 2 turnovers that really, really hurt me before halftime. Andre Johnson fumbled one, and then Fitzpatrick went deep to DeAndre Hopkins, and that boy was intercepted, man. But I'm not going to lie to you. I think DeAndre Hopkins is starting to become our number 1 receiver, which isn't a bad thing. That's no shade to my boy Andre Johnson, man. You've been with the Texans forever. Fall back to that number 2 spot, man. Let us take some of this pressure up off of you, man. But that's not a bad look, man. I'm not mad at DeAndre Hopkins being the number 1. So we go into the third quarter. I want to say it was 10-10 or something like that. So check this out. I'm at the game, right? I go to the restroom, at halftime, line all out the door, man. I come back. By the time I come back, halftime is over. I want to say we were like a minute into halftime. No, it wasn't even a minute, man. We were like seconds into halftime, like 17 seconds. I look up, Buffalo's on our side of the field, like close to the red zone. I'm like, how did this happen? Like, halftime was just over. I don't know what happened, whether they ran back a kickoff, like, to that point and got in the red zone or whatever. But E.J. Emanuel drops back. J.J. Watt does what he did in the playoffs, our first time in the playoffs when we played Cincinnati, when he pretty much just beasted an interception and ran that thing back to the house, man. The crowd went nuts. I'm not gonna lie to you, they went nuts, man. The women went crazy because you know the women love J.J. Watt and all that. Man, do your thing, J.J. Watt. Like after he scored, they would show him. He'd be on the sidelines. They show him a couple of times on the big jumbo screen or whatever. Women going nuts, and he's just smiling like, "I'm J.J. Watt." But shout out to J.J. Watt, man. That boy was making that thing happen, man. He was all over the field. I'm glad we paid him. It's nothing this cat can't do, man. But for the most part, I mean, we scored that. We were up 17-10. Then we kicked a couple field goals, man. Shout out to this boy Randy Bullock, man, because now he's money kicking these 50-yard field goals, man, and we're good. But pretty much final score was like 23-17, man. We got up out of there with the win. Oh, one last thing, man. This boy Fitzpatrick is real deal, man. We did like some kind of trick play where we hiked the rock to Fitzpatrick. Blue comes around. We hand it off to Blue. And then while Blue's running, he tosses that thing up to Johnson. I forget our new receiver that we got out in the offseason, Johnson. And that boy, while he's running, Fitzpatrick just drops his shoulder into one of the Bills defensive players. Man, it was amazing just to see that boy do that, man. Shout out to Fitzpatrick, man. I call that boy Fit P. But that's all, man. Next week we play the Cowboys. And if you know Texas football, NFL history, Rob's would say Rockets. Shout out to the Rockets too. Houston and Dallas don't like each other when it comes to football, man. Even though we're in different conferences. But y'all know what it is, man. Next Sunday, the Cowboys going to get that work. But y'all know what it is, man. Brad, Tuck, Rob, H-Time all day. Y'all mucho take it easy, man.